What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Mike LaBelle, and welcome back to another episode of Closing Belle. And today, we're talking about the summer heat. It's getting hot outside, but we still got to discuss team of the season, disappointments. We've had a few weekend leagues, players that didn't necessarily live up to expectation, and we have a very special guest, a good friend of mine, someone that I've known in the FIFA community for over 10 years. Ovvy is going to join us shortly. Let's get into the FIFA forecast. The FIFA forecast. Is it raining? Do we have good weather? We have summer heat. EA made us wait for the summer heat. And my early impression, I'm not that excited about some of these reintroductions of players. However, I will say Mendy, which we should say is Meta Mendy, even as 85 overall, which was the Footmas edition, I would have as a top 5 left back in the game. Now we got him up to a 93. You've got to grind it. You guys asked for something to grind for. Here it is. Also, his partner in crime, another Frenchman, Belle, who's going to be an SBC, about 125,000 coins. And the cards look beautiful. Whoever's been doing the designs this year, well done. I'm looking forward to the future of this promo. Some of it was good, some of it not so much, but 125,000 coins to get Belle, you got to make that pick. All right, guys, it's June. We've seen a lot of team of the season items. And I'm going to give you my opinion on some that were disappointing. And then Ovvy also has his opinion on some of these players that could also be disappointing. How are you doing, my brother? I want to welcome you onto the show. We are happy to have you.
It's great to be here, Mike. Thank you for the invite. And yeah, you're right. I think we've known each other for maybe more than 10 years. Man, we are old.
So we're going to review some of your squads because I know both of us get tons of different squad reviews. I sent out a tweet. I think we got 300 replies. So we chose some of these at random. And we're going to give you some ratings, and I've told Ovvy, don't be nice. Off camera, Ovvy goes in. On camera, Ovvy's now like gentle giant Ovvy. So I told him, hey, go in. If you don't like the team, you don't like the team. First up,
are we seeing the first team? Are we seeing it?
We're seeing the first team right now on screen.
Why would you use Socrates, man? Like, really, why would you use Socrates in FIFA 20? Only way I'm understanding you is if you packed him untradeable, and if you're using him to get chemistry and subbing him out after minute 1. Else, 91 rated Socrates cannot play in any formation, in my opinion. Not the 4-2-2-2, not the 4-2-3-1 as a CDM or cam or right attacking midfielder, not 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, not 4-3-1-2. Why? Because he turns like a truck.
And I'm also kind of assuming that he's not playing the 3-4-1-2. Maybe that's the wrong assumption. He might be running it. He does have 3 center backs. I was thinking that he might move down, but then he's missing a center mid. His team's okay. Up front's going to be a little bit clunky to me as well with Aubameyang and Haaland. I don't think that's going to be the correct partnership.
It depends on his style of play, But yeah, the correct partnership for sure. That's not it. I still think he's using four defenders because Militao can easily play as a right back. Then you've got that Zanetti that can play. Now in attack, also maybe keep only one of the big strong players because both of them.
I agree. Yeah, can't have 2 clunkers up top. One of them needs to be a little more of a maestro, especially if Socrates is actually playing as their center attacking mid. Moving on.
Yeah, and the next one is a full prime icon moments.
It looks that way, and it's not even the premium prime icon moments either. I mean, Crossy might support this video because we have a Stoichkov sighting.
Stoichkov.
But a lot of these guys, Stoichkov, excuse me.
That's better, Mike.
Stoichkov's sighting, but overall, the team's like full of players that are icons and they're high rated, but they don't really fit the game.
Check, bro. Check the name of the team.
Oh, there you go.
You see, he doesn't want to go meta. He just wants to have maybe fun, and I think Pirlo is super fun to use. He might not be that effective defensively, but man, he's super fun to use with the ball. As a central midfielder, his movements are so fluid with the ball. It's just superb. Okocha is a fun to use icon. I don't think Stoichkov is that fun to use. I don't like Overmars. Nakata I haven't played, but I haven't heard that he's horrible. Like some people said, he's a bit better than these other guys.
I don't know. I'm not using him. I'm not pulling him into the lineup. I could play with Overmars, maybe because I just use him in so many drafts. I agree with you on Pirlo. He has a lot of intricacies that you'd kind of be surprised by, and then he has the 5-star skills. So the way that he's able to kind of wiggle on the ball, and then on the defensive side, it's weird. You've got Makaleli playing as a right back, which you could do technically. It's kind of like having a Conte as a right back. Zanetti, we know what he's about. Hiero's okay, I suppose. Van der Sar's good in goal. That might be the only player that actually does fit into the meta out of the group here. But
Ronald Koeman should be also good.
He could be all right. Yeah, he could be all right. We could put Ronnie in there. I mean, we should rate this team for what it is. It's not that expensive of a team actually either, because a lot of these icons aren't sought after in the same way, even though they're all prime moment icons. And last but not least, we have Aaron West, which many of us know, A West. And he said this is all first owned. So this entire team has either been packed, or it's a squad building challenge, or a player pick. And I got to say, he's had some pretty good pack luck. To have a 99 in your starting 11 is a good look.
Sanchez is great also. Defense with Diego Carlos, Militao. They're super players. Neuer 92 must be nice. Benzema is not bad in good connection, in good gameplay. He's strong, and he's quite good at shooting.
Thank you guys for sending in all your squads. We've given you our thoughts on those squads. If you have any more, you can tweet Ovvy, you can tweet myself. But we're going to get into the biggest disappointments. We talked about secret overpowered players. Well, that's not happening today. We're talking about disappointments. We're talking about players that maybe didn't live up to our expectations. And the first one, Ovvy is pretty passionate about. We're talking about team of the season Neymar. What went wrong? What went wrong, Ovvy?
I did a pretty controversial video a couple of days ago, my last weekend league video, in which I called team of the season Neymar a fraud. Some people might say I'm crazy talking about a team of the season 98 rated Neymar with 5 stars weak, with 5 stars skill moves, a fraud. But you guys need to understand something. I've had the player of the month Neymar for over 700 games. Then I packed in the ultimate team of the season. I got 98 Neymar. You might say, oh, we are so lucky, that's insane. Indeed, I thought the same. But afterwards, when I used Neymar, and I'm sure if you guys used him, you felt the same. The difference is extremely small. You barely see a stamina difference. And why does this happen? First of all, they boosted the stats that were already kind of maxed out. You got the pace, you got the shooting, you got the dribbling. He was already quite good at that. And then they didn't improve, comparing with previous year, the physical stats at Neymar. That's the biggest difference.
It's basically he's overpriced for the improvements you were seeing. It'd be completely different if we got those physical stats, because everything else, and I just want to make sure that we're clear on this, Ovvy's still saying that this foot item is amazing. Team of the season Neymar is amazing, but so is the regular Neymar. Neymar is one of the most meta players in FIFA 20, period. But the issue is you're spending all this additional money, but you're not really getting the bump in statistics that matter, that would change the way that he actually feels or that he actually plays. So that's Neymar. Don't hate the messengers. We're just having a discussion here. I know a lot of you love Neymar, and a lot of you haven't used the team of the season version either. So you're coming in with strong opinions. You're coming in hot, thinking that we're hating on Neymar. We're not hating on Neymar. Our next team of the season fail or disappointment comes in a lot cheaper price tag. Some of you, when he was first released with Luis Alberto, 97 overall, you're saying, okay, maybe he's usable. I was part of that crew. I knew that he hadn't been that good, but I kind of wanted him to be good. I wanted this guy to show up. I wanted him to be a special number 10-esque central midfielder, and he's just not there. He's missing that it factor. We talked about Frankie de Jong having that it factor. This is a good example of someone who does not. I just didn't feel it in game at all.
Where do you want to use him?
I would have loved to use him as a center mid or a center attacking mid. I just feel like when you're dealing with this statistical allocation, at some point you're saying, surely he's usable on the pitch. Surely you can play him somewhere and get a good result, or that he's going to impact your team in a positive manner. And he didn't. He just didn't.
It's very important for some people to understand that we're talking about using Luis Alberto at a top tier level.
A lot of us were anticipating, and another player that I feel disappointed with, I don't know where Ovvy falls on this, is Adama Traore. Because we had seen him be so overpowered with the headliners, the upgrade, the super sub of dreams, physical, he was a bowling ball, ran the wing, and he was just, for me at least, he was just decent. I didn't feel like he jumped up another level.
I think maybe you had too high expectations from him. You know, it's not a bad team of the season, in my opinion. Not that bad as you're making him seem.
Well, no, I liked him, but I had big. You're right. I thought that he was going to deliver everything. I thought this was going to be Santa Claus, Traore. He's coming with presents for everyone. He's handing out. He's very generous. He wasn't that generous. Yeah,
but this guy can do only one thing great. That's run on the wing and cut inside. He's got the physical presence, the speed. That's what this guy can do. Otherwise, we've got so many better options, in my opinion. But again, he's not bad. You're a bit disappointed, as I was saying, because you had maybe too high expectations.
Yeah, we gotta give some people some flavor here. We start off with Neymar. We're saying he's great, but for the coin investment, we talk about Alberto, just in general disappointing. Traore maybe for the expectation. Next on the list is another one that's kind of like what I thought he would be with Trent Alexander-Arnold. I thought that he would be as a 95 overall. The highest rated right back in the game. My general expectation, he has to be a top 5 right back in FIFA 20. And for yours truly, he's not. And so it's not that he's not good. I just think the mix of his body type and maybe that it factor that we keep coming back to isn't quite right. The alignment isn't there. And he's good. He's solid. You will not have problems. You could still use him, be an elite player. He's good. He's good.
All that Mike is saying is you've got better options.
Yeah, he's not. Is he in your top 5 right backs in the game?
Yeah, that's true.
Is he? I'm asking you. Ovvy, is he in your top 5? He's not there. He's not there. So if he's not there, like how for a 95 overall, if he's not in the top 5, then go get somebody else.
I think his body was a bit the problem.
Yeah, I agree. His body type. I need that big body, man. I want that 9 Gallon right back. Give me some thickness, son.
Check that guy. You know, team of the season Dumfries. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a big body type. Man. Yeah, Dumfries. Yeah.
Whoa, that guy is maybe the best. I don't know. He's a tank, man. It is so difficult with the current meta for wingers to do something against him. He's an absolute tank.
He's like 6'2", but in game he looks like he weighs like 225 pounds. Like, man, he looks like he's playing the wrong sport. He's extremely athletic. I mean, 95 strength, 98 stamina, 97 jumping, 90 aggression. You don't want to run into that. I'm with you. There's no balance, though. He's kind of a truck.
Yeah.
Kind of like driving a truck. So
if you like building attacks,
yeah. I mean, he'd be like, he could carry the taxi. Like, if you wanted to call a ride, he's like, I'll just take us. We're going for a walk. But
he's the new Hulk in FIFA 20.
He's the new Hulk. Another player that does have the body type, but does not have the ability in FIFA 20, especially compared to FIFA 19, Kai Havertz. It was all about King Kai Havertz. I wanted to love him. He's had many upgrades, many variations. He's good against the mid-tier. He's good against the low-tier. Doesn't show up versus top-tier competition for me, and he doesn't have the weak foot, and just I want him to be so much better. And his movement, his mobility, it doesn't feel right for me in FIFA 20. Just how I feel. A little bit disappointed.
If you think about it again, I think it's the fact that you even had expectations from Kai Havertz. I didn't in FIFA 20.
I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't disappointed. And last but not least, and this one might be out for the Liverpool supporters. A lot of people were saying, well, Salah, now his stats are all upgraded. Is he going to be worth it? And it's like, not really for me. I don't love Salah's body type. He's a little bit of a wider winger. And then and this is the big issue, I don't enjoy having the detriment of not having at least a 4-star weak foot or a 5-star weak foot. You really need that if you're looking at top tier investments, if you're trying to be, once again, in that elite category. So Salah has all the stats, but without having 2 feet, you're limited.
100%, that's his problem. You can't use him on the wing because I feel like you need more of a physical presence, in my opinion. And you've got better options to use the meta run cut inside that I'm always talking about, and you can't use him in the center of the pitch because 3 stars weak foot.
But that's been our list of maybe some bad investments or players that we're encouraging you not to pick up and have these major expectations in your starting 11. You might be a little bit disappointed. And we're going into my favorite part of the show. I've been a little hit and miss with this lately, but we have the guest showdown. Here we are, another guest showdown. Ovvy, I've been winning maybe half of these, so I'm about 50%. I've struggled. I've been a little bit unlucky. Today we are doing World Cup jersey trivia. So we're going to see these jerseys at the same time. And there's been a twist. With the jerseys, we're not seeing the badges. We're not seeing the flags. Okay, so our first one on screen. You should get this because it was a viral kit. No pressure. But I know what this one is.
Okay, I already wrote it and showed it.
All right, I just showed it on screen. You're ahead of me then. I'm a slow writer. Cool. The correct answer on that one is Nigeria. All right. Okay, option 2. We have a kit that I do not recognize. Ovvy, you'll take the lead if you got this one. I don't know if I want to stab at this or not. You know, it reminds me of the U.S., but the U.S. didn't make the World Cup, and our flag situation for the white portion of this would look a little bit different.
Sonaldo, baby, Sonaldo.
You think this is Sonaldo? Well, that's a... All right, well, I'm writing that down then. All right, we'll take a freebie from Ovvy if that's correct. South Korea. It is correct. Thank you, Ovvy. Thank you.
Sonaldo.
Moving on.
This is easiest.
We might need a decider if they go on this pass. So this is gonna be on screen. You see that? Boom.
Yeah.
And all my other notes. Germany.
Yeah, Germany. It was super easy.
Also, I think an obvious choice here.
Yeah.
Colors. Hold on, I'm writing down. Boom. We're on it on this one. Yo, I got notes everywhere.
This is Boras land, right?
I hope not. I put Australia.
Oh, Australia. I made a mistake.
Okay.
What a mistake.
There we go.
You little noob. Ovvy. Oh, this one. Who put this one?
Next. Yeah, this is money. Spelling's not good on that, but boom. I got Brazil. I'm sure
Brazil here, also big, man.
Oh, this is a hard one. This looks like 3 for me. All right, well, I put my guess up. Let me know when yours is up and we'll figure it out.
1 second, yeah, it's up.
All right, I put Switzerland.
I put Peru.
I want to Google Switzerland.
It's not, it's different. They have the cross. They have the cross.
Okay, well, this is a unique kit.
Oh!
I know what this is. If you look at the... I feel like I owe you a hint.
No, I know.
Oh, it's like by the collar. The collar, I think, yeah. Yeah, show it. I've got... There we go. Boom.
Iceland.
Ignore my writing. Iceland, yep. That's what I have as well. I didn't make this list, all right? Don't come at me.
I know you didn't. I know. It would have been unfair.
I would have had like a few like tough ones anyway, but yeah, it would have been unfair. So if we miss this one, then I deserve to get negative comments in the comment section. I have Belgium. Last but not least, I also know what this is, but I only know what it is because kind of like, well, I should say I only know what it is, but I do know because the kit kind of went viral, like Nigeria's kit as well. Like it became a really popular kit to buy.
Yeah, here I don't think I got it right. Let me see. 1 second.
Okay.
I was still thinking, but I put France.
Oh, fair enough. I could see that as well, though. I think we're catching a dub in the guest showdown, which makes me happy. Ovvy, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate you coming through. Where can the people follow you?
Thank you for the invite, Mike. We've got Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I think maybe Mike will be kind enough to leave a link to them in the description, because if I come now to pronounce the Romanian name, it's gonna be a bit difficult for you.
No, give him the scoop. Give him the scoop.
Easiest it is on YouTube, on my English channel. It's Ovvy FIFA. Then Twitter, Instagram is Ovidiu Pătrașcu.
We appreciate you coming on. Next week, we'll have another episode, and I'm looking forward to the comment section, kind of the back and forth, what other players you think maybe a little bit disappointing or a little bit lackluster. Until then, peace.